Welcome to Dubrovnik, our last stop in the stunning country of Croatia, located in the northwest part of the Balkans. We started in Zagreb and drove all the way down to Dubrovnik along the coast, checking out Plavice National Park and Split along the way. Dubrovnik is known for its medieval-esque old town and fortresses that take you back in time and is the perfect place to explore in a day.
After a very long but absolutely beautiful drive, we've made it here to the town of Dubrovnik. We have a couple hours until we actually have to meet up with our guide for the kayaking tour. We're hoping it doesn't get canceled. It's a little bit windy. It hasn't started raining, but it looks a little stormy, so we're hoping it doesn't get canceled. We're gonna go spend some time checking out Dubrovnik before that.
It's such a pretty town here. It's got all the blue waters, the rugged cliffs, the red rooftops. Everything is like a beautiful stone structure. Obviously wish it was a nicer day. It's actually really cold. I've got my jacket on and I'm freezing, but thought it'd be a little warmer for the end of April. But we're gonna go walk to the West Boat Harbor and take a look at the boats and kind of the setting there for our first stop while we're exploring.
We have placed a bet today. We have made a bet onto how many cruise ships we think are docked, and whoever wins that bet gets to pick the kind of gelato we're gonna have today, because we've been dying for some gelato, and it's just ice cream. We eat ice cream pretty much every single country we go to. So,
and there's a very famous shop here called Pepino's. I think that's maybe how you say it. Anyway, it's really known for its gelato, so we're gonna try to go there.
Well, we made it down to the water just to kind of start checking it out before we actually met up with our guide for kayaking. And as soon as we saw the water, we were like, are we sure this hasn't been canceled yet? Because that does not look like very fun water to be out on. Sure enough, went back, checked my email, and it had been canceled. So we are no longer kayaking today.
But we have to say the West Harbor is absolutely beautiful. Make sure you make a stop over there because it just takes you back in time. You feel like you're in a medieval little setting. It's no wonder that so much of Game of Thrones was filmed here because it just really transports you back in time in that beautiful, beautiful area. We grabbed a cup of coffee to make our plan B for the day. And what we're going to be doing instead is walking the city walls, which is one of the top things to do here. It's about a 2-hour walk. So we're going to go walk it and see how many different sites we can see around Dubrovnik, and it'll be an awesome way as well to learn about the history here. So we're excited. No bad days here in Europe. The main entrance to the walls is through the famous Pile Bridge, which dates back to the 14th century and features a stone bridge and a drawbridge. So the tickets were really expensive. They were 35 euros per person, which is pretty crazy, but it also does give us entrance to a fort. So we're gonna go check it out now, and we'll let you know if the ticket price is worth it.
It is very windy up here. Once again, probably a good thing kayaking was canceled. And if the audio sounds like trash, it's because it is very, very windy.
So medieval, so beautiful. We've got all the red roofs. We've got the super blue Adriatic Sea. It is so pretty up here. The old city walls of Dubrovnik are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and construction for the walls began back in the 9th century and continued for several centuries until its final completion in the 17th century. The walls stretched for approximately 1.9 kilometers, which is 1.2 miles, and encircle the entire historic center of Dubrovnik, forming a protective barrier around the city. The walls reach a maximum height of about 25 meters or 82 feet. The walls consist of fortifications, towers, gates, all constructed using local stones and impressive craftsmanship.
So right over there is an island that we were supposed to kayak to, so that's a little sad, but these city walls are pretty cool. I will say, if I could choose, I would choose to pay that money to go kayaking, go to the island and all that good stuff, but just because the city wall is really expensive, $40 per person just to come up here and walk around. But like I said, it is really cool. This is the main thing to do here. So, we're just kind of replacing kayaking with the city walls. It took us a little while to get over that. We're like, oh, do we really want to pay this much money for it? But it's worth it. It's so windy. Okay, it's not that windy, but still.
So So now we're walking on the Stradun, I think that's how you say it. It's the really famous walkway here in the old city where the street's completely made out of marble, which is so beautiful. We just got done walking the walls and it took like 2 hours. It's a long walk.
The ticket also gets us into another fort. However, in between the city walls and this next fort, so many bells everywhere. Okay. We are gonna go grab some gelato.
So we couldn't see any cruise ships from here. All the tourists must be busing in from the cruise ships. So looks like we'll have to decide together what our ice cream flavor is gonna be, but we're gonna go grab some before we head up to the fort. So I'm obsessed with all of the little alleyways here. The marble streets just go throughout the whole city, and we're just wandering through the tight little alleyways to try to find the gelato. We just got the best gelato in Dubrovnik. That's not just me saying it, that's literally what they say on their door. They claim it themselves, but compared to the one that we had yesterday, oh my gosh, it's dripping everywhere. I do have to say, this one does taste better than the one that we had in Split. So we got a Nutella nut flavor. It has nuts on the outside, chocolate, and then it's flavored Nutella. This is only 1 scoop too, which is a really generous serving. It is €3 for the scoop, and then it was 50 euros. No, 50 cent euros. What's 50 cent euro?
I have no idea.
Half a euro for the cone, but they had way fancier types of cones that you could get as well. So good. Definitely the best in Dubrovnik. Which I can't keep up. Okay, I need to stop hacking and just eating. Poor Jordan is just watching me eat this amazing gelato.
Is this real? What is this? Now I'm kind of sad I don't get to go in. It's just like all kinds of ducks, different ones. I see a Hulk duck, a teacher duck, a ladybug duck. I don't know why, but okay.
So with our city wall ticket, we also get to go to this fort that's just right across the West Harbor. It's called Lovrijenac, I think that's how you say it, fortress. It's built on a 37-meter high sheer cliff. It was armed by a 25-man garrison, and it was very important for protecting the west side of Dubrovnik. So that's what we are checking out right now. I believe it was also featured in Game of Thrones. So now we're done checking out this very cool fort, and we're going to head back to our car, grab the car, drive to the bus station, hop on a bus, and go to Montenegro. So this day is nowhere near done.
Not even close.
Not
Still
even close.
A long day ahead of us.
Long day ahead, but we're gonna take you with us, because why not?
We're gonna be so fit after this summer in Europe because just everywhere it's a lot of walking, and Europe is very mountainous, which means there's a lot of steps.
So we just learned the hard way that you can't just take your ticket to the exit, put it in the machine, and then pay on the machine. You have to actually go find somewhere here in this parking garage a place to pay your ticket before you go out to the exit. So unfortunately, 2 cars just had to back up because we went to the exit, put the ticket in like normally, and it rejected it. So yeah, now we're trying to find where to actually pay for this dumb ticket.
As I'm still going the wrong way through this parking garage, no big deal. The things you learn the hard way. Just managed to pay for parking, I think, and I hope, hopefully we're gonna get out this time. It was 13 euros, so it was like $14, which I think is pretty expensive for just 6 hours of parking, but regardless, here we go.
So we just dropped off our car. I'm getting progressively worse at packing because when I don't have to get on an airplane, I don't try very hard. But our Uber should be here any minute to pick us up, and it's raining. So yay.
We made it to the bus station here in Dubrovnik. We got ourselves some sandwiches to eat while we wait because we showed up a little bit too early, but these sandwiches are actually pretty good. It was only $4.50 each.
So we are now on the bus and have 2.5 hours to Kotor, where we're then going to have to find another Uber to get to our Airbnb. It'll be so nice to finally get there for the night. We're just gonna settle in here for the next 2.5 hours. Good morning. It is now the next day. We are here in Kotor in Montenegro. The drive in last night was so beautiful, but it was also getting really dark, so it was really hard to capture. But basically, we drove along the coast and the ocean was so blue and beautiful, and the mountains here are massive. But I wanted to give you a quick tour of our Airbnb before I wrap up this video because it's only $30, which is such a steal. And it's such a cute little studio apartment, and the best part is that it is right across from the lake, which I will go show you in a minute. But first, look how cozy this apartment is for literally only $30. We are so set here. We did a little grocery shopping quick last night. We walked like 5 minutes to the store. Here is the bathroom. Clean is really all that I care about. It is so nice and spacious. And there is even a table so I can work on editing the vlogs. I'm very impressed with the cheap Airbnbs here in this part of Europe. I know the rest of Europe is going to be way more expensive than this, but we're just gonna enjoy it for right now. And it is a sunny, beautiful day out here. I'm really excited to check out this area and literally look at this view. So yes, it's very windy outside, but needless to say, I'm so excited to start checking out Montenegro. This area is beautiful, as is all of the coast here along the Adriatic Sea. We hope that you enjoyed this video of a day in Croatia. We had such a good time and already miss it. Wish we had longer that we could spend there, but thank you so much for watching. It means the world to us, and we will see you shortly in the next one.